Hey y'all, it's Tammy with Collard Valley Cooks, and today we're using our third cookbook and we're making our Bruce's Yam Cobbler. Now we're going to get started on my sweet potato cobbler, and this is for canned sweet potatoes. All right, I do have one for regular potatoes as well, but this one is my canned version. Now you can make this cobbler for any kind of fruit or the sweet potatoes or yams. Now, I like Bruce's yams the best if I'm going to get them out of a can. You could use this same recipe for a pineapple cobbler because their cans come larger than the cans of fruit do now, okay? They are 20 ounces in this can, so 2 of these would be equivalent to the large can of yams, which is 40 ounces. Now, if you want to make a cobbler out of smaller canned peaches or fruit cocktail, then I use a different version for the crust because there's not as much juice in the cobbler. All right. This is super easy. One of the easiest things in the world. You can mix it up while you're cooking supper. I used to cook it all the time. So we're going to start out opening our can of yams. And these are packed in a sweet syrup. All right, we're going to start out with a stick of butter, which is a ½ cup. And it's melted, and we're going to put it in our casserole dish. If your dish is large enough, you can actually put it in the microwave, but my microwave is small, and so I melted this in something else. Or you can even put it in your preheated oven and let it melt and then start your cobbler. However you want to do it, it's fine, as long as it works. As long as you start with some melted butter, right? All right, this is so easy. You're going to use, and I'm sure a lot of y'all have made this recipe, 1 cup of self-rising flour. It has to be self-rising. So there's your cup of flour. These are ½ cup scoops. You're going to use a cup of sugar. Now what I do different, if I have 2 smaller cans, like these peaches are only 15 ounces, so you're working with 30 ounces if you're using 2 cans instead of 40 ounces like we're using today. If you're doing that, then instead of doing 1 cup, 1 cup, and 1 cup of milk, I do 3/4, 3/4, and 3/4. And you can reduce your butter if you want to. That's up to you. But you're going to pour your milk, and you're going to mix your milk, your flour, and your sugar together. And it's good to whisk it. Let me just go ahead and grab a whisk. I used to use this recipe all the time while I was making dinner, especially when the kids were still home and I needed a quick dessert. Man, you can use anything. You can use pineapples, you can use peaches, you can use fruit cocktail. I mean, just anything. This is what I call the classic, cobbler classic, because most of our mothers and grandmothers taught us this trick. All right, so we're going to put in our juice and all into this pan. And you usually put your fruit in last with this recipe, but because these have bigger potatoes, I like to cut them up into the right size. And I think I'm going to bring y'all up a little closer so y'all can watch better. All right, so you can see those potatoes in there. Most of them were small enough that I didn't have to cut them. But if there's one, there's a big one, pretty big, cut them in half. And then wash your hands, and then we're going to finish this. I think that was it. Hey, y'all. Y'all look at this apron, how big it is. I want y'all to see how big it is. In case you need a bigger apron, because a lot of them are so tiny they don't really fit very good. If you would like to get an apron like this, I'll put a link in the description post, and it'll also be on the website. You can go to Shop Kitchen and then must-haves, and you should be able to find this apron on there. They come in different colors, and I just love it. It has a pocket on it too. You're going to bake this at 350 degrees for 40 minutes until it's brown and bubbly. You can put some chopped nuts on the top if you want to. You're just going to pour this over it or into it. Just like that. I'm going to get it all. Now, since this is sweet potato, if you want to sprinkle it with pumpkin pie spice or cinnamon, you can do that. I tell you to use ground cinnamon. And we're just going to sprinkle it with some cinnamon. And we're also going to sprinkle it with some brown sugar. Let me grab it. So you're going to use about a half cup of brown sugar. So put your brown sugar on it. That looks good, don't it? Delish. All right. See how easy? And then here's our chopped pecans. We're just going to sprinkle them on the top. And that's optional, of course. These three things that I did last are optional. In other words, the pecans are optional, the cinnamon is optional, and the brown sugar is optional. You could bake it just simply as it is in the butter and the topping, and that's all, if that's what you want to do. All right, we're going to get it in the oven. The oven's at 350, and it's supposed to bake for 40 minutes. So we're going to slide it in. All right, this recipe is in our third cookbook, and it's called Sweet Potato Cobbler, and you can tell that it's using the Bruce's candied yams. So with this cobbler, you're using 40 ounces of fruit, whatever you choose. I have a peach cobbler classic on a couple of pages before this one, and this one uses the smaller cans of fruit. So they're more like 15 ounces of fruit. So you're using two 15-ounce cans of fruit. And so the amounts of your flour and sugar and milk are different. All right? So keep that in mind. All right, the cobbler is ready. We're going to take it out of the oven. Woo, that looks good. That brown sugar mixed with that topping. Woo, that looks good, don't it? Smells so good. All right, it's time to dig in, y'all. So it has been sitting on the counter for about a couple of hours. You can see how it just starts getting a little thicker as it sits. When you first get it out, it's real bubbly and it looks thin, but it is pretty thick once you serve it. And you talk about good. This is good, y'all. Look at that. All right, let me get me something to try it with. I thought I had a spoon out, and I didn't. Now, I like their sweet potatoes. I do. Man, this is so good. Y'all got to give it a try. If you've never had a sweet potato cobbler. It is amazing. Reminds me of my sweet potato souffle. The flavors. It's so good. I know y'all are going to enjoy it. It's quick. It's fast. It's fun. I hope you give it a try. You can make it for Easter. It'd be a good dessert on the table, and you wouldn't even have to work that hard. We'll see you next time on Collard Valley Cooks. Cooking like Mama did.